Imagine this. You're sitting alone in your room at night. One click and a world of endless sexual novelty opens up. No effort, no rejection, no real intimacy, just instant pleasure. At your fingertips. Sounds harmless, right? But what if I told you that this pleasure on demand is rewiring your brain, hijacking your dopamine system, and silently destroying your motivation, your relationships, and even your ability to feel real love? Today, we're diving deep into the neuroscience of porn and why scientists say it's one of the most powerful addictions of our time. Part 1. What is dopamine? To understand how porn changes your brain, we first need to talk about dopamine. Dopamine is not just the pleasure chemical. It's the motivation neurotransmitter. It drives you to pursue goals, chase rewards, and repeat behaviors that keep you alive. When you eat, when you laugh with friends, when you achieve something, dopamine is released, teaching your brain, do this again. It feels good. But here's the catch. Your brain evolved in a world of scarcity. Food was hard to find. Sex required courtship, connection, risk. Every dopamine spike was rare and valuable. Now fast forward to 2025. You live in a world of endless screens, endless novelty, and most dangerously endless porn. Part 2. How porn hijacks your brain. Porn isn't just arousal. It's supernormal stimulation. Think about it. Your brain is wired to release dopamine when you see a potential mate. But porn gives you not just one, but hundreds of virtual partners in a single session. Each click, each new video, each new scene releases a fresh surge of dopamine. Scientists call this the Coolidge effect, named after an experiment where male animals lost interest in the same female, but instantly regained desire when introduced to a new one. Porn is basically the digital Coolidge effect on steroids. What happens next? Tolerance. Just like with drugs, your brain adapts. The same video that once excited you now feels boring. You seek more extreme, more novel, more shocking content. Desensitization. Your brain's dopamine receptors become numb. Everyday pleasures, hanging out with friends, reading, even being with a real partner, start to feel dull. Escalation. Many users report spiraling into categories of porn they never thought they'd watch, just to chase the next dopamine high. And here is the scary part. Brain scans of porn addicts show changes in the reward circuitry, almost identical to those seen in cocaine and heroin addicts. Part 3. Impact on mind and body. So what does all this do to you mentally and physically? Erectile dysfunction in young men. Studies show a sharp rise in young men reporting erectile dysfunction, not because of physical problems, but because their brains are so overstimulated by porn that real intimacy can't compete. Anxiety and depression. Dopamine burnout leads to low motivation, brain fog, and depression. Many users feel socially withdrawn, ashamed, and disconnected. Relationship damage. Partners often feel inadequate or betrayed. Real intimacy requires vulnerability and effort, two things porn tricks your brain into avoiding. Reduced motivation. Your brain thinks you're already achieving sexual success. Why chase goals? Why take risks? Why grow when instant pleasure is one click away? Part 4. The cycle of addiction. Here's the vicious cycle most people get trapped in. Trigger. You're bored, stressed, or lonely. Behavior. You turn to porn. Reward. Dopamine spikes temporary pleasure. Crash. Guilt, shame, and emptiness. Repeat. To escape those feelings, you watch again. Each time you go through this loop, the neural pathways grow stronger. It's like carving a deeper and deeper trench in your brain. This is why just quitting feels impossible for many. It's not just a habit, it's a neurological dependency. Part 5. Rewiring the brain. But here's the good news. Your brain is plastic. It can heal. When people quit porn, something incredible happens. Dopamine receptors gradually reset. Motivation and energy return. Relationships become more meaningful. Confidence skyrockets. This process is often called rebooting or dopamine detox. It's not easy. The first days bring withdrawal, irritability, urges, even depression. But as weeks pass, your brain starts to remember what natural pleasure feels like. Think of it like a muscle that has been overworked. You need to let it recover to regain full strength. Part 6. What science recommends. So how do you break free? Research and recovery communities suggest awareness. Track your triggers. Understand when and why you reach for porn. Replacement. Fill the gap with real-life goals. Exercise, learning, creativity, social connection. Accountability. Share your journey with friends, support groups, or apps that track progress. Delay and distract. Urges often fade if you can distract yourself for 10 to 15 minutes. Professional help. For severe cases, therapists trained in sexual compulsivity can provide proven strategies. Remember, it's not about repressing sexuality. It's about reclaiming control so your brain's reward system serves your life, not destroys it. Porn promises quick pleasure, but steals long-term fulfillment. It gives you the illusion of intimacy while robbing you of the real thing. Your brain is the most powerful tool you own. Don't let an algorithm or an industry hijack it. Break the cycle. Rewire your mind. Reclaim your energy, your focus, your relationships, and your future. Because at the end of the day, freedom feels better than any fake pleasure ever could.